Hi guys, today I want to talk about something very special and something that will really help you to take your self to a next level. I think parenting yourself or reparenting yourself is the best way to self-care. And how we do that is simply by fulfilling the needs that every child has, by seeing yourself as the child of your own. I like to name, in fact, I have named my inner child Rani. And for Rani, I'll do everything that is in the best interest for her. As kids, we have been parented, right? Some of us have been parented the right way. Our needs were met, we were heard, we were loved. But a lot of people, for a lot of people, it was not the case. A lot of their needs were not met. They were not heard, seen, or validated. Their emotions were discarded. So for them, it is really difficult to rewrite the beliefs that they have since childhood. By doing this little exercise, by giving your own child, your inner child, a name, you are putting your self-care out in the world. Like, if Rani exists, I have to take care of Rani. Parul is their child, but Rani is my child. And Rani is nothing. Rani is just myself. But just inner child, I've given it a name so I can say to myself that whatever I'm doing for my own good, I'm doing it for Rani. By reparenting ourselves, we quiet down the inner critique that we have in ourselves. We give our emotions validation. We give our feelings the time to express and explore, in fact. We can cultivate compassion and passion for ourselves. We can see ourselves and finally accept ourselves for who we are and improve ourselves where it's needed. There's a little exercise I do. Every morning I wake up, I ask myself, is there something I can do for myself? Before I go out, get ready and do things for other people, I take a moment and ask myself, is there something I can do for myself? This little exercise will help you get into this habit of doing things for yourself. Your child has physical needs, emotional needs, spiritual needs. Every child has a routine. So for Rani, if I'm doing something, Rani, which is I've named my inner child, if I'm doing something for her, I need to make sure how kids are, right? How kids have a routine that they follow. So I'll make a routine where I wake up at this time, I do this at this time, I go to the gym, I do this and that, whatever I need to do, all my hobbies and my work and everything that I need to do, I'll put it down in a list and make a routine for her, for myself, right? And I'll make sure that I follow this routine, because following this discipline is the best thing that I can do for myself, because whatever is in this routine will help me achieve what I want to achieve. You will never let your child wear something dirty, right? You will never see your child just looking bad. You don't want that. You want your child, because your child is also a representation of you. So when you step out of your house, make sure that you look good. Make sure that you look presentable. It's a form of self-respect. People will see you and they know that you respect yourself, hence you have taken time for yourself. Time is the biggest currency. The more time you take for yourself, the more you understand what is good for you and what is bad for you. The less time you give yourself, the more you will be indulging in other people's chores and their days. And that is not main character energy. We need main character energy. It's my life, I'm the main character. So I will build a routine that will fit everything that I need to do. Tell me this, will you let your child sit in a place where it's dirty, flies are around, there's food lying from 2 days ago, and there are cockroaches and all of these things that are really just bad? Will you let your child sit in a bad environment? I'm guessing the answer is no. So why will you allow yourself to sit in a space where it's dirty? Priyanka Chopra once said that if you sit in shit for long enough, it will stop smelling like shit. And it's so true. You have to know where you are, the kind of people you have around you. You need to make sure that the inner child, that little child that you have named, that child is around and in an environment which is fruitful, which is good, which will help the child, which will give child positive thoughts, a positive energy, a higher frequency. It will not lower the child's frequency. As I mentioned, every child has multiple needs, right? So we also have emotional needs where we need to socialize with other people. As a child, I was not allowed to go out with friends and go to movies and shopping and this and that I used to see on television. I used to see that friends hang out together all the time, but I was not allowed to do that. So I grew up really just being alone in my room and being by myself, which is a good thing on one side. I feel I have built my solitude, so I'm really happy for that I know I can live with myself. But as much as that is important, you need to also be outside in and around people where you can mingle with them, you can have a social circle. So it's very important for your child, your inner child, to have friends, to have relationships outside of your own self. One thing that most parents do is that they compare their child. They compare their child with their cousin, they compare their child with the next door neighbor, they compare their child, right? And that's one thing that I will ask you to not do. I will ask you to not compare yourself with other people. It's precisely because we all have a certain path. Of course, competition is good. A healthy competition is really good. It pushes you to strive for more. But straight out comparison, straight out just comparing yourself with other people, that they have a private jet and I don't have a private jet, and they have whatever and I don't have that, I only have this much. Comparing yourself with other people will only make you reach such decisions that are not necessarily your own. Excuse me, you're perhaps doing those things because you are just in this battle with this other person. Have you noticed how we speak to children? We speak to them with such kindness. We take the time to explain them certain things. We are not just outright, mostly that's the case, right? We speak to them trying to make them understand about the world and whatever their queries are, right? We are not harsh with them. So when it comes to your own inner child, I ask you to not be harsh with yourself. I ask you to give yourself positive talk. It is proven, in fact, science has proven that if you give yourself positive affirmations for 21 days, straight up, 21 days, if you say that I'm a good person, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, all of that song, right? If you say these good things about yourself for a certain period of time, your brain actually receives it and makes a new connection and believes it to be true. So if your brain is ready for you to become who you want to become, for that reality that you want, why are you not letting yourself reach that? So every time when you have some doubt, or when you are doubting yourself, you have fears, sit down with yourself and give yourself this positive talk. When you are talking with yourself, think of that inner child. Think of that inner child and then speak to yourself. We all have spiritual needs. We are unique. We all have our own self-expression. We want to be seen and heard and validated for who we really are. But that validation will come from yourself first. If you treat yourself right, other people will treat you right. They will know how to treat you. I was recently watching a podcast, Billy Carson was speaking, and he's saying that whatever thought you have ever had from your very first thought, it still exists. And we all understand, right? If you don't, I'm going to tell you that our thoughts are our realities. All the thoughts that we have is a reality that exists, right? So whatever you wanted to do, believe that you can do it. It's scientifically proven that all of these thoughts they exist in this universe, and you can achieve them. So never let yourself feel that you are not, that oh, that was too long ago, oh, now it's not possible. Don't say things like this. Give yourself the positive words, give yourself the belief that you can do whatever you want to do. And this is why I feel the best way to self-care is to parent yourself. Parent yourself like you are your own child. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something. If you have named your inner child, do let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.